guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Joanna, and right now you are watching the first video of my countdown to Christmas. So somewhere on this screen is like a little tile that every video that I have for this series is going to show like how many days are left until Christmas. So I thought that this would be a really fun little series to do, and for today's video I am going to do the Q&A that I asked you guys to send in questions for when I hit 4,000 subscribers, so that way you guys could learn a little bit more about me. So for the remainder of these videos, I don't know how Christmassy and festive they'll be, but I'm gonna try and get some good ones in there for you guys. But I thought that I'd just start off with this one, mainly because I have been drowning in work before this. So this was the best one that I thought I could muster up some energy for. So let's get into the questions. So the first question is, where are you from and where have you lived? So for my whole life, I grew up in New York and I lived in New York, and now I go to school just outside of New York. So I go to school in Pennsylvania. It is a huge state. It's pretty different from New York, and the biggest difference between the two places is that there are two different major cities in both of them. And being from New York, I am a New York City girl 100%. Like, Manhattan is the only city in the world or in the US that is like the city. And if you're gonna call something the city, it's New York City. And then when you come to Pennsylvania, which is literally just a state over, everyone here calls Philadelphia the city. And I call Philadelphia Philly. So it's kind of weird because I'll tell people like, oh yeah, I'm going to like this thing in this city, and they're like, oh, in Philadelphia? And I'm like, no, in New York City, because that's like the city. I don't know. So the next question I have is, what are your New Year's resolutions for 2016? Strangely enough, I was actually thinking about this. Normally I'm not a big resolutions person, and I don't want to say that I have an actual resolution for 2016, but I think two things that I would really love to do and that I hope to set for myself or to expect myself to do. The first one is to start going to the gym regularly again. I did this 2 years ago and I was so good at it. Like, I would go at least 4 to 5 times a week. I'd be there for an hour. It was my saving grace and I loved it so much. So going to the gym would definitely be one of them, which is everyone's New Year's resolution. So we'll see how that ends up turning out. The second resolution is to read more books. So you guys know I'm the biggest bookworm, and I just feel like I haven't been reading as much as I should, and that's because I do read so much in school, but I just haven't been prioritizing that recently, and I think it's something that I definitely want to do. And I also want to start following blogs, so if you guys have favorite bloggers, let me know in the comments down below, because that's something that I really want to start doing. The next question, as it says over here, is not really a question, but they asked me to talk about my college experience. So I have actually done this in a ton of other videos, but I guess I could give a quick little sum up here. So the hardest part about college for me was obviously making new friends, but I'm a pretty outgoing person, so as long as I knew that I was putting myself out there, I knew that it wouldn't be too hard in the long run. But college overall, besides from the academic part, has taught me how important it is to put yourself out there, and that friendships are a lot less permanent than you think they are. As for the schoolwork, I love college. I love learning. I love going to class. I have near perfect attendance in all my classes because I just love it so much. And I've made some really great relationship connections with my teachers, just because teachers really notice if you're into their stuff and their class. A really long explanation. College is great. College is fun. Get an education. This next question, they gave me their Instagram account to give a little shout out to. So freaking gorgeous on Instagram with a little underscore in there. She asked me, how do I keep myself fit and healthy? Well, the answer to that is I don't, if you didn't catch that by my New Year's resolutions. No, generally, I'm not someone that can stick to any kind of diet. I just can't do that for myself. I like to cook for myself. I like French fries. I am a chocolate obsessor. I'm definitely not restricting myself in any way, but I do try to keep some sort of relative balance. So like if I'm going to have a decked out bagel sandwich in the morning, I'm going to try and eat something a little less awful at night. And if I know that I'm going to have cake over the weekend, then I'll try not to have a brownie with my lunch during the week. And I just kind of try and balance it that way. And I mean, I do try to stay active sometimes. I'm kind of bad with this. People always make fun of me. Like, I'd say like, oh, I always opt to take the stairs, but I don't. I'll take the elevator if it's there, unless if it's like a flight of stairs. And then I'm like, I'll do that. I try to walk at faster paces. I don't know. I'm really not the person to ask about fitness on YouTube. There are so many better people than me to do that. This next question, I am not going to answer, but I am going to comment that, Daniel, this is why people don't like the internet. And also, what is the obsession with feet? I don't get it. I guess that's kind of an answer to your question. Just gonna give that as my comment. My last two questions today come from the girl that I met at BeautyCon. You are the sweetest person ever. I'm so glad that you commented on this video. Her question is, what is my ethnicity and why did I start YouTube? So my ethnicity is I am half Chinese and half Italian. I'm 50% each, and I love it. It's like the best combination ever. People always ask me about this. It's an amazing question. I'm Chinese and Italian. I have the two best foods all the time in my life, and like two of the craziest cultures that are like absolutely amazing. And then I live in America, so like I get French fries out of that, and that's basically perfect. So if you guys weren't here for the very beginning of my channel, which was a long time ago, it was like 4 years ago now, I actually started YouTube on a completely different channel, which has since been closed and removed just because I thought that it was kind of confusing for people. But basically, when I was a sophomore in high school, I want to say, I think that was about 4 years ago, or maybe I was a junior in high school, my best friend at the time had loved YouTube, and we were both really interested in it. We would talk about who we were watching, and you know, we had kind of talked about how there wasn't like a best friend duo on YouTube, and how like we thought that would be such a cool thing to do together, and we just had really similar passions, so we decided to go ahead and join together and do it. So since then, I've been working on this channel, and I absolutely love it. It's like one of my favorite things in the world, and yeah, so that was why I started YouTube. I was asked to do it with my best friend, and I was like, yeah, let's do it together. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope that you guys liked all the questions that I answered today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up down there. Leave me a comment if you have a video that you want to see during my remaining Countdown to Christmas videos. I already have a couple that I have planned that you guys have requested, so I'm really excited for those. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow when there are going to be 9 days left until Christmas. It's so crazy. I remember thinking back in June, like, oh my god, Christmas is so far away. I literally don't know where the time went, but I love it because Christmas is the best time ever, and I have Christmas music playing in my car 24/7 right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!